Hey, good afternoon, boxers. We're going to go over a few drills here on some good, solid fundamentals that keeps your combinations alive and it keeps your offensive alive after you play defense. So, of course, in boxing, we know that you are playing offense and defense at the same time. That's when we have drills to kind of build in defense. But we're going to talk about the importance, especially in an exchange, the importance of coming back to your reset or your rebox position, because you're going to have to play defense immediately after an exchange. You want to put yourself in good position. So I have my helper here. We're going to demonstrate a couple of things here. She's a southpaw fighter that we've been working with. She's in the jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, but she's trying to cross over here to some more of a traditional boxing. So we're going to work on a few of these things. We're going to kind of take this slow, what I mean by reset and rebox. So the guys this familiar with the channel, you've heard me talk about taming the right hand or the left hand if you're a southpaw fighter, or you might have heard me say keep it in its holster. So just like the cowboys back in the Wild Wild West, they keep the gun in the holster, boom, they shoot it, right back in the holster it goes. Same way with our right hand, we want to keep it in its holster. Okay, so it's protecting our liver and then our chin and temple if we have to, but we want it here. We don't want our elbow doing silly stuff like this, because it becomes useless in a shootout. Because you're going to fumble and drop your gun, and you're going to be weaponless while he's got the draw on you. You'll see fighters, especially when they get into a hot engagement, they will usually be out of position after shots, okay? Their hands will be down. They'll end up being squared up, facing their opponent, because they're not going back to their reset position. And they're having to react quickly in their hands. They can't account for their hands. They don't know where their hands are at. They get disoriented, and then their feet work follows, and it's just a big mess. So what we mean by a reset or a rebox, we're going to start off slow here. So you can see my fighter is in a boxing position. She's between her hips. Her shoulders are more or less in line with her hips. Her back foot's where it needs to be. She can protect her ribs or her temple over here, same as this way. Okay, go, bang, bang. Perfect, reset position. Now obviously we're stopping frame here. In real life, she could have been circling. She could have took a step back. She could have faded and come back and started the whole engagement over again. But the point is, she has those options because she's back in her boxing position. Okay, 1, 2, bang, bang, go back. Now, she is ready to either do a 1, 2 again or whatever she wants. Or if I shoot a jab, she can slip, hook, bang, 2, uppercut, 2. But it all starts with her being in position to do that, versus throwing a 1, 2 and being hanging out over your front foot for a half a second. You're gonna get countered, you're gonna get hurt, and you're gonna hate life. Go. So, she moves. She opted to move out of the way of the jab. Let's go. Bang, bang, sit. Pow, pow, pow. And notice she took her southpaw angle away from the right-handed fighter the whole time. And because she's in a position to react defensively, she will be able to counterpunch. So the better position you are in to react defensively, you can set up offense quickly. So we can also simulate a right hand. And what she's going to do is, because she's in that position again, 1, 2, she brings it back, resets, back in its holster. I shoot a 2, she hops back, counters with her own 2 right here, okay? It's just a ride, we call it. Some people call it riding. Some people, it's just when you ride, you pull, a pull counter, etc. So I just called it a ride. It's a pull counter, whatever you want to call it. She just landed 2 punches. Now she might have hit my gloves, or maybe one of them landed. But in her head, she knows the distance. I don't. I just got hit, or at least hit my gloves, or maybe one hit in my face. The only thing I know is she's close enough to punch me. Now I'm reactive, okay? I'm reactive. She's already established the distance. She's already made the calculations. Whether she did it consciously or subconsciously, her brain knows what's up right now. And I have to step into this to counter with her right hand. Meanwhile, she's just going to pick up on it because I have to come to her. So I come, boom, bop. You see what I'm saying? But you have to go back to that reset position as quickly as possible, to give yourself a chance to do this. It's a important fundamental that's often overlooked because we take it for granted. But you go and look at the really good pros. If they're up against the ropes, they're fighting tight. They're blocking, and they're right back to where that hips is right back where it needs to be. So are the shoulders, because they want to counter quickly off of it. They'll throw a jab, roll, hook, and they're right back. Look at Mike Tyson, perfect example of his when he was younger and all of his shadow boxing. He was so tight and rotating, and he would roll out terrible combinations and roll, taking outside and do a switch step, throw other combinations, but he was always back where he needed to be after every throw. After 2 or 3 punch combo, boom, he was right back where he needed to be. But you cannot be dropping your hands and doing silly things with them. It's just going to put you in a position to get countered. You're never going to develop any rhythm. You're going to burn up a ton amount of energy, because when you're off balance or you're out of position and your opponent comes at you with a shot or he's moving forward, it makes you move and hop around and you're just all disoriented. You can never establish anything. You can't ever really establish that good, precise distance where you can, jab and pull and jab and pull and try to bait him into your distance so you can turn something quick over. When you're sitting there doing this stuff, you can't do you're just not going to get anything accomplished. So, all right, guys, just a quick summary. Go back to your reset as quickly as you possibly can so you can continue the offense, or look for ways to counter, or circle out, get back to the center of the ring without taking any damage. It works into your favor in multiple ways depending on the situation. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. Thank you for my help here, Rosie. If you like this video, please like and definitely subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.